Hi everyone, in this video tutorial we are going to be creating a very nice Chrome extension. So what the extension is, well, I'll just show you a demo. So as you can see, I have the extension loaded over here. It's just a person running, and I have this button. I'll just start it. It starts with the default timer, which is in seconds, and basically what it does is, so right now it's just running in the background doing its thing, and sometimes I sit on my computer for too long and I'm just coding. I don't know when to take a break. So what this does is, boom, that's what it does. It'll just take over the entire page and tell me to get up, and then I can dismiss it and then goes away. So that's exactly what we'll be creating. Alright, so before we get started coding, I thought I'll just explain on what the basic concepts are, and then once I start coding you can easily relate to it. So what you have in a Chrome extension is you start off with something called a manifest.json file, and I'll just write this here. And what this manifest.json file has is the name of your extension, any permissions that you have, you want to describe, any background scripts that you're going to run. All of those will go into this manifest.json file, and pretty much you're telling Chrome what your extension is about. And any icons that you have, you can have them here. Then you have an HTML file, and basically what this is when somebody clicks on your extension, then they get this pop-up. That's when you can define that over in this HTML, the look of it. That HTML file can then go with a JS file, a script file, and so let's say any button clicks or any inputs that you want to do, those will be handled by this JavaScript file. Now you can create unload, window.unload, or jQuery to handle anything that you would like to happen when the extension when this page opens up. Now what happens is, in our case, we need to run a timer in the background, and if you run that over here in this main HTML page, every time you open it, it's going to reset. So what you have is then a background file, whatever, just so you have a background script that runs, and what you do is these two actually talk to each other through some sort of a messaging system. So basically this, what will happen is this will shoot a message out, then you have a listener over here that will listen for that message with a particular action, and then when it does something, it will reply back to this guy, and then this guy will actually process the response and do whatever it has to do. So for example, there's a timer that runs over here every second, and then what it will do, it will post the value back to here, and then you can update the UI with the most existing value. Now to change the actual behavior of the page, of the look of the web page, what we do is we inject a script into the web page. So that's another separate JavaScript file that what you can do is you can inject into any web page that you're on, and it will change its behavior. You can do a lot of things actually. You can change the color, you can change the background, you can, I mean, it's amazing what you can do with it. So now that you have the basic concepts I guess in your head, we're just gonna jump into Visual Studio Code and actually do the coding.